You are listening to The Lady K Show. Everything in health, wealth, and the in-between. Success tips, relationships, health, wellness, entrepreneurship, business insights, leadership, current events. All these things you can find and more on The Lady K Show. Welcome to The Lady K Show, and on today's show, I'm talking to Jimmy Dixon. I'm super excited to have Jimmy here on the show today because he is actually a respected high school athletic coach. He's a passionate educator. He's a former NFL player. He played for the Tennessee Titans, the Green Bay Packers, the Seattle Seahawks, and then he later joined the NFL Europe and was in Hamburg Sea Devils and the Rain Fire. He also had entrepreneurial ventures of a trucking company where he named, I guess, Dixon Transportation. He also has a mentorship program, which is something I definitely want to get into. Jimmy, it's just such a pleasure to have you here on the show, highly qualified individual with, degrees and all this wonderful stuff, a wealth of information, a wealth of knowledge and passion and drive. Welcome back to the show this week, Jimmy.
Yes, happy to be here.
Thank you. So I wanted to get a little bit into your coaching life. And tell me a little bit about life as a high school coach.
Right. High school coaching is one of the most, one of the greatest, challenging, fun, respected jobs you can have because you pour into kids' lives in so many different ways. Not only are you coaching a sport that they like or even love, but you're giving them so much. You're giving them skill sets to operate in the world. You're just changing their lives and making an impact on them.
So you pour into kids' lives, and that's what you find rewarding about the position?
Yes, I think absolutely it's rewarding because one of the major things about in the society today is that a lot of kids that I come across, I work at a Title I school where over 85-90% of the kids are on free reduced lunch. And a lot of the kids don't have any I would not say all, but the majority of the kids don't have a lot of confidence in themselves because of the situation. And if you could just make that kid be a believer and make them walk like a king or talk like a king and make that kid believe that they could do anything, I mean, it's just a phenomenal feeling.
Now, what do you think you've seen lacking in our children today? I mean, the children today are different, are growing up differently than the children we grew up in, when we were younger, because I know we're like around the same age. So what are you seeing that's possibly different, lacking in detail, and just some of the differences that can separate the generations?
One of the key elements that I see is just the children's upbringing. When I was growing up, the whole neighborhood raised the kids. I mean, the neighbors, every grandmother in the community raised the kid. But now I think a lot of technology and all these video games, the community is not really involved in the children's lives, and everybody's separated and kind of doing their own thing. And I think that's the biggest challenge of these kids today. And actually technology. I mean, when I was growing up, every channel I wanted to watch or had to get up physically and manually turn that channel. But now, I mean, you can sit back with your remote control and change everything. Even when these teenagers date, they don't have to go out and seek an individual. They can just sit back and date someone on the computer without leaving the comfort of their home. So I think it's a lot of variables involved with that. But I think it's just basically just a work ethic. I mean, a lot of things have changed since I was a kid.
Now, what do you mean by the work ethic? Has it gotten better or has it gotten worse?
I think a lot worse. A lot worse. I mean, like I say, just just simple things like playing sports, playing football. I mean, you know, when I was growing up playing football, all the kids got together. We just got up and knocked on each other's door, went outside and played football. But now technology has changed everything. So now the kids just stay at home and they just play against each other online, against each other and stuff. So it's just a lot of things that's changing. I think the easier we make it for people to do things, they lose their work ethic a lot.
Now, going to the NFL, I know it takes a lot of work ethic. You mentioned last week that it takes an elite athlete to get into the industry. Now, so how important, or what, you know, like that work ethic, how critical is it?
I mean, just taking care of your body. I mean, just like you take care of the maintenance on your car or take care of your jewelry, you know, anything like that. You just got to take care of yourself. You got to get proper rest, 8 to 9 hours a day. You have to eat right. And you have to be prepared for any sport you play. You got to put in the time and effort into lifting weights and having the knowledge of the game or watching film. So that's a lot of